Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course, and pleased to be joined by the most recent winner in the NASCAR Xfinity Series at Road America. Of course, that is Sam Mayer, friend of the channel. How's it going there, bud?
Oh, it's great. Obviously, winning your first NASCAR Xfinity Series race, nothing can drag you down now.
Yeah, of course, driver of the number one Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Of course, what has the past few days been like for you? Just with everything going on with the win and all that, and yeah, what has that been like?
It's been super cool. Obviously, being at home and doing it at home in my home state is really cool. But all the stuff down here in North Carolina is even more special because obviously with JRM, we do the NASCAR win toast. We do the win toast. So
Yeah.
I got to be on the winning side of that instead of watching Noah do it all last year. I got to actually do it this year. So that was super cool. It was a super cool opportunity to bring the entire shop together and to become one unit. And Dale obviously talked a lot about just getting to this point, being patient, and building fast race cars because that's what we've been doing for the last, I don't know, 2, 3 months. We've been building probably the best race cars at the racetrack. So
Sure.
huge thanks to everybody on the team. Obviously, it's a really humbling moment to get your first win and to experience all the media and all the people that come and support you. It's a super special time.
Yeah. So going into, these next few, now that you have that win, because it seems like throughout your career, once it has taken you a while to get a win in something, but later when you do get that win, it kind of takes off I mean, it happened in, it took a while to get your first ARCA win, and then look what happened after that, and then obviously getting the win in trucks and all that, and then it took a while to get this one. What do you feel like heading into the next few races? Because you got next week at Michigan, and then of course you got two road courses with the Indy Road Course in Watkins Glen, and then Daytona. But just some good tracks coming up. I know Michigan has not been too kind to you the last few years, but overall, this next part of the schedule, what do you feel like heading into that?
Yeah, I think like throughout my career, it's been a very interesting and long journey. Like compare me to other young drivers, and we've had pretty similar career paths, but they've each had their own differences. Like for me, like when I first started getting into cars when I was just 11, 12 years old, like I was in legend cars just trying to figure it out. It took me literally about a year to get my first win in a legend car, even in the young line division.
Yeah.
So it took me a while, but once I got it and I understood how to win, the floodgates opened up, and I won 2 championships. I won summer shootout championships in North Carolina. Like it just they poured in, and the same thing in late models. And like you talked about ARCA, it took me around about a year again to get my first win, and then we ended up getting like 10, 11 wins throughout the next year and a half. So they just once the floodgates open up, it really does. And obviously the truck stuff, I only have like 11, 12 starts in the truck series, and I already have a win. But that was kind of an anomaly. Like I got a really good restart on the last restart, figured out the racetrack early, and obviously won the race. The ARCA side, obviously, once I figured it out, we won. But the Xfinity side took a little bit longer, just because as you go up the ladder, it takes a lot. It takes a lot more to win. And now that I understand how to win, I think it's just going to be like the ARCA level where they just keep pouring in. And I hope to get JRM a bunch more wins this year before the end of the year, and we get to the championship four. So that's what I'm really looking forward to going to the rest of the year with these guys, because we have so much momentum as an organization. And my team, my Accelerate team, we have a lot of momentum in and of ourselves. And I think that's the best part about it, is that we are clicking on all cylinders and we are just knocking off top fives like it's nothing. And obviously one of them is a win. So it feels really good to be able to do that. But like you talked about, Michigan hasn't been very good to me in the years past, but it hasn't been because of a lack of speed. It's just been scenario based. So I'm looking forward to going back and getting some revenge on it.
Yeah. As we go toward, okay, so I must ask this. Um, the the final lap, the sand, what was that all about?
Oh man, there Road America was a very sketchy but very fun racetrack.
Yeah.
Even without all the debris out there, it was really, really slick offline. Like it was really easy to make a pass because once you got to the inside of someone, it was pretty much your lane and you were able to make the pass. So with all the debris and all the speed dry and oil on that last restart, it was very hectic. Everyone was going off, missing corners. Like the heck, I won the race and I missed the corner pretty much twice on the second to last lap. But it was a lot of fun. Obviously, a lot of adversity. Trying to come back through the field after we had a little bit of a bad stretch in the middle of the race, but we put ourselves in position. The seven was really fast all day. He put himself in position too, and we were able to capitalize on everyone else's mistakes.
Yeah. Okay, so being from Wisconsin, winning in your home state, I think you told me one time, like a few years ago, you don't know what would happen if you won in your home state. Uh, but you did, but look, so you did get so after the race, you got, so obviously it's like from Wisconsin, you're in it. So you go to what else? Culver's. What did you go to Culver's?
Yes, I did. Well, the funny thing is I went to Culver's on Friday before the race,
Okay.
and obviously, when you go up to Wisconsin, you got to get yourself some good cheese curds and everything like
Yeah.
that. I love me some chicken, so I got some chicken tenders with that and enjoyed a meal on Friday, and then went right into Saturday, ready to go, pumped up. We obviously qualified really well on Friday after that, and
Yeah.
uh, put ourselves in a good spot all day on Saturday. But yeah, it was a really fun weekend. Hometown crowd, like being in Victory Lane and having people chant my name and scream, "Thank you for winning for Wisconsin." It was nuts. It was super cool to be in that atmosphere. But um, I mean, I'm ready to go to Michigan now because it's going to be another fun one.
Yeah. So I know there's a lot of, you know, winning with okay, let me ask this. Winning with Marty is back as your crew chief. Winning with him, that had to be special. And then to have your parents in victory lane, that had to be special as well.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is the afterward of everything calming down. Everything's kind of getting back to normal. We're working now.
Right.
Getting ready for Michigan. In the post race meeting and the beer toast and all that, like just being able to be around the people that made me win and we got a win together. Being around those people is so special. And like Marty, obviously we won and pretty much work together. And it's so special to be able to get Marty up to the Xfinity series to begin with me, and then to be able to win with him on top of that is just super cool. And hopefully there's a lot more to come. I mean, we're already talking about what we're going to be doing next week on Tuesday for the beer toast next week, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess we got to go make it happen. But yeah, it's just such a cool opportunity to have Marty up there and all the people in Wisconsin to have their support. But having Marty is definitely really special.
Must be some soda with that beer toast because you're not 21 yet. So
I you know, the funny thing is, so the beer toast, everyone had their Coors Light, their Mick Ultras, all that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Everyone had their own beer. Good old me, I had chocolate milk. So I got to indulge
Nothing
in some
wrong with
chocolate
that.
milk, and I have nothing to complain about.
Nope, no. Um, okay. Before I know Michigan's coming up this week, but there is one thing. I always like to insert a few fun questions for you. This might be the most controversial question I've asked, but rank your top five fast food restaurants. Now, you can do like
Oh,
the regular ones, or there's the premium fast food category. That's your Culver's, your Five Guys, Chipotle's, Qdoba's. Restaurants are included as well.
okay. So with that, does it have to be in order?
Yes, one through five.
Ooh, that makes it tough.
Yes.
1 to 5. So I'm gonna start at number one,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put Culver's at number one. I
Okay.
think that's given. Number two, I'm gonna put Raising Cane's.
Okay.
I love their chicken. That's probably one of my favorite restaurants. Obviously, if I'm putting it at number two.
Yeah.
Number three would be In and Out. Number
Yeah.
4, I'm thinking. I would say I would put Chipotle at number 4.
Yeah.
Let's see. Number 5. I'm trying to balance it out. Um, let's see. You know what? I'm gonna put it's either between McDonald's or Taco Bell for number 5.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna say Taco Bell for
Okay.
number.
Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, I know McDonald's was on the cut line there, but it is as I said earlier, I mean, it is nuggy season, it's always it's
Yeah, you can tell by that list, I love myself some chicken, that's for
yes
sure.
you do. Yes you do. Um and we've got some good stuff here in Michigan. So and of course, going into MIS this weekend, another 2 mile tracking, you finished second at Auto Club earlier this year. But as we said earlier, this track has not been too kind to you. But what do you feel like now coming off a win? What do you feel like coming into this weekend? You have to do to get a big win in the Irish Hills.
Yeah, I think so for us in 2021, we were running, I think, 8th or
Yeah.
7th at the
Yeah.
time
Mm-hmm.
when we had the transmission fall out of it and we were
Mm-hmm.
knocked down or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, but we were running good, and it was my first start there, learning the aerodynamics, and we were still running up front.
Yeah.
So I'm not too upset about it because we went into last year and we were running 5th or 6th, I think, something like that, when we got damage on the nose, and that obviously takes you out at a big 2 mile track like that. So we've run good here. We just got to put a full race together and everything like that, and I think we're gonna have a really good finish out of it.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Sam Mayer, thanks so much for coming on. Congrats on the win last weekend at Road America and best of luck in the Irish Hills of Michigan.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.